Yo! Hi guys, this is a guy here, and this time it's a Great Nature deck profile. The main reason is I have enough cards to make a Great Nature deck profile. I was thinking of making Great Nature Gize, but I crafted the two copies of Balor already before I thought about it. But because that, no Great Nature Gize. And but then again, Great Nature draws cards, but does not mean you can get your guaranteed 5 trigger checks before you either win or die the regular way. So let's go with this. That's why I made this deck. And I face against a Great Nature player. I think I lost or I won but barely. So that's why I made this deck. Or I plan to make the deck. So here we goes. We have 4 copies Balor. Balor is our main first stride. It goes turn a card in your gene's face up, most likely itself, to give your front row 2 skills. 1. If the attack hits a Vanguard, you draw a card. Second skill, they get 4,000 for each face-up card in your G-Zone, which means they only get 4,000 the first stride. And they retire themselves. And when this card's put to the G-Zone, you may have one of your rear guards get the following abilities for every 2 face-up copy of yourself. So first stride, you Persona. Then only 1 card gets retire resist. Third stride, you flip some random card, which we have plenty of. Still only 1 card will get retire resist. By the third stride, unless the second stride of this card is Persona, you'll get 2 that has retire resist. So there's a way to counter retire based decks or decks whose only removals via retire. That's why she's our first impossible finisher, because the rear guard's partially big and you run 9 stands, so there's a chance you'll drive check a stand. Next is Bigbelly. His skill is Persona Blast, just one of your rear guards, and it gets 4,000 bar for each face-up card in your G-Zone, and in addition, one of your units get the following abilities until end of turn. When this unit attacks hits a Vanguard, stand your other rear guard. You go to face-up card in your G-Zone. That's why it's possible finisher. Let's say you activate this card skill. Your opponent's at 4. You swing, this card attacks, and you gave the skill to this guy. Since you don't run crits to ruin the on-hits, his skill will activate. You basically flip everything face up. And there's Crayon Tiger, there's Tuskmaster. If you have the Crayon Tiger and Tuskmaster both on your field, GG's, your opponent will... Okay, first things first, Tuskmaster attacks, doesn't activate the skill. Then, Crayon Tiger with boost attacks, activates its skill to stand Tuskmaster. Then Tuskmaster with boost stands back up the Crayon Tiger. Then Crayon Tiger does 1 final swing. That's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to face after intercepts. But the problem is, it is still dependent on one thing: your opponent not having back row intercepts. So if you face a Gear Chronicle deck or any deck with back row intercepts, it will be bad. Then our other 2 of which is Managarmor. That's how people pronounce his name. Persona Blast. Second try Persona Blast. And pick a card. And it gets plus 4,000. And if that card is 20,000 or greater, it becomes a glory. Meaning the only thing that will protect him is paying the cost for the glory, or they have heal guards. If you don't know what glory means, glory is a word we use to explain a skill that requires your opponent to have a grade 3 or greater card in hand to discard to activate a perfect card. Then we have our 2 one-offs that are considered filler. Alfang gives anti-retire for each face-up card in your G-Zone. That's what I believe it does. I haven't used this deck, by the way. This will be my first time using this deck. Then Ferniges. He is here as a filler as well. Skills when put into your G zone, counter blast, soul blast, retire as many of your riggers as you want, but majority of the time you might have a lot of cards that have anti-retire, so you'll have some cards that will survive. You can countercharge for each card that you retire, and you draw a card. So if you retire 5, you draw and countercharge 5. So pretty useful, but I don't know if you're ever gonna use this card because his skill is because you never know. You might either win or lose. Okay, 4 copies of Teacher Canes of Affection. Bigbelly, they're both Bigbelly. They're both Bigbelly names. Their name's the same. Have to put Cane. Cane Affection, Bigbelly, to differentiate the two. Cane Bigbelly is our main ride because of his on stride skill. When you stride, when you stride, numbers one, so you may pay the cost. Call a successful unit from your hand. Then, when your regards gets plus 4,000, and if it gets plus 4,000, it retires and you draw a card. And GV2 skill, all your successful units gets plus 4,000. While paying the cost for stride, all cards in your hand gets grade plus 1. So it means all your grade 2s become grade 3. So slightly easier to stride. That's why he's our main ride compared to the other Bigbelly. We don't run the original Bigbelly because the original Bigbelly doesn't have success. When placed or when you stride, you may call a card from hand, and that card gets the generic plus 4k. And when it dies, draw a card. But it dies in the end. Then its Vanguard Rigger skill is the reason why you run it at 4. And then the battle this unit attack. If this unit is successful, stand one of your other rear guards, and if you stand, that unit gets plus 4,000 power. Next, we have the Poor Man's Affection Bigbelly, which is Tuskmaster. Tuskmaster's skill is when this card attacks Vanguard, counter blast, stand one of your other guards, and it gets plus 4. Does it get plus 4 and draw? It just gets plus 4. This card doesn't retire when it does that, which is okay, but you have to be successful to use it. So it's like there's like Taskmaster and Affection Bigbelly is interchangeable. These two are interchangeable. The reason why guy is at 4 because we need Bigbelly name. Because of this guy for Bigbelly name. Then grade 2s, we have Guru. Skill is when it's at 20k power, you draw a card when it attacks. We have Anchor Rabbit. It stands itself when it's successful. And has another skill which is against boost when you pay the counter blast. But you will not use it because it's an axe skill, not an auto skill. It's just when placed or when it's successful. That would be slightly better because it will be auto instead of act. Then Crayon Tiger, our MVP. His skill is identical to Taskmaster, but he's a grade 2. Look at that. By being grade 2, he is triple rare. But thing is, he requires a boost. Okay, when does you attack? If boosted, it requires a boost. Then we have Penguin for counter charging, and you draw a card. 4 copies of Stride Fodder. If you don't know what Stride Fodder does, if you use this to pay the cost for Stride, it's counted as a grade 3. And if you place on the rear guard, you can search for a specific grade 3 archetype. Like for this one, it's Bigbelly. That's Bigbelly, see? Then we have Fine Coat Maltese. I'll show you the art because it's so cute. The reason why we run this card is because of this card skill, which is retire 2 successful rear guards, and you can add a copy to from your deck to your hand. So it searches. But problem is you can replace it with any other type of PG. You can replace it with a counter charging PG, or you can replace it for the specific Bigbelly PG, which I will show you after I show the other cards, which is Ari Bigbelly, Has sure tire protection if your Vanguard is big belly. So once your Vanguard's big belly, you shall do it. Then has skills when boosting successful unit soul blast. And the boosted unit gets another 4,000 power, but it dies at the end of the turn. It self retires. Then we have Mox, which is when it retires, you draw a card. But if it's successful when you retire, instead of going to the drop zone, it goes at the bottom of the deck, preventing you from decking out. It's just great. Then we have Telescope Rabbit. Skill is Counterblast, stress this unit to have one of your riggers get plus 4,000 power. There are other cards that can do better, but they are either specific to successful units, which this card, Guru Wolf and Crayon Tiger and Penguin aren't successful units. You only have 4 successful units in the grade 2. But in grade 2, we only have 1 that's not successful, which is Taskmaster. Grade 1s, we only have 2. That's why better for the more generic card. Let's show you the other perfect guards that you could use for Bigbelly. Show you what other options are there. The main reason why I'm showing you there are options is because I don't know anything about the deck, which is why I'm showing you. Okay, let's start with the Bigbelly PG. The skill is at the start of your next turn after this card perfect guarded activate. If you draw, if your Vanguard's Bigbelly, Soul Blast to counter charge. When this is retired during your turn, if your Vanguard's Bigbelly, Soul Blast to draw and counter charge. Keyword here is Soul Blast because your card Soul Blast is a cost. I think we have no cards that we have our Rebellies to Soul Blast, meaning he already has a competition. Why run him instead of running the counter charging PG? The counter charging PG, first of all, it's free when you activate the counter charge, which is why I feel sad that I paid event materials for this now. Should have paid for event materials for the Maltese, because the Maltese will actually do something, or could have done stuff for the grade 2, showing cards that I don't have. Like this card, because this card has a skill when it becomes successful, it cannot be retired even by your own card skill, so that's a possible waste. Anyways, we also have other cards. Well, that I showed you what are the other cards you can add. Let's see how well I do. This will be the first game using this deck. Then after this, I might try do Leopold next. But then again, oh. Okay, Nobatama, a powerful clan. Oh my gosh. At least they don't have back row intercept. I just have to play it well, then I'll hopefully do well. This will be our main ride. This we have a Bigbelly. Excuse me. Okay, we got the Bigbelly that we want to ride. We run 9 stands here, which kinda hurts us in the early game. Mid game, late game, we start getting benefits from running stands. Okay, running Guru Tiger because Crayon Tiger gives such good benefits. If you a stun trigger, just feel sad we lost a stun. Oh yes, I forgot to talk about Zoe and Harmonics. Harmonic Messiah is a card that is our unlocker, then Zoe is our finisher because Zoe's skill is pretty great, which is she can give one rear guard the ability to win you the game, literally win you the game. If it deals a single damage, it wins. So that means as long as you don't put your opponent to to 5, Zoa is still usable. Okay, this big belly. Because it only calls successful units. This is already successful. Oh, by looks of it, I used up my counter blast. Oh well. We push him to 5. We pushed him to 5. We pushed him to 5 and got 2 guard checks. The power of the panda. If oh my gosh, it has anti-retire though. Oh, he called a card to swing at that instead. But the problem with that means is that he already used Mugen Ten. No, he didn't use Mugen Tenbo skill. It must be Zanki. I must have got it. No, it's Oboro. It's Oboro. Oh my gosh. Bye bye board. Bye bye starter. I needed you for stuff. Oh well. I can't go to the big belly because it's on hit. It's on hit. Like the big belly shrine is on hit. Yeah, it's on it. So I have to go to Mana Garmor as the stride or one of these guys. Most likely Mana Garmor will be the thing we'll use. Bye bye card from hand. We have to sacrifice 1 card. Double stand. This card will stay here because this will at the end of the battle this unit attack. So doesn't need to hit it. It just needs to be successful. So there's possibility we can win this in our second stride. We just have to go for Managarma or a stride that can give huge power. Hmm. Okay, Personal Blast to give rearguard power and has guard restrict. This gives power to the entire front row. I'll go here, Managamor, for the win. Oh my gosh, Managarm requires counter blast. It requires counter blast. Come on. I should have picked another card. I should have picked like uh Balor or something. Oh well, like this thing has costed me the game. Oh, it's an auto. Oh, it's at the end of turn. I protected myself a bit. Oh, it wasn't even successful though. Who knows? Must be a coding issue or something because I know it wasn't successful. It was only 11,000. Rene can still be used, but I only have like two cards. Heal guard is available. It activates Rene and I'm dead. No, not no. Yeah, I'll be dead because two guard checks. Yeah, two guard checks. I need to. Sheesh, I'm dead this game. I'm literally dead. I have no more heals. Because I misplaced, I should have gone with another stride like Balor or something. I thought Managarmar would be useful. But Balor is free. It doesn't use counterburst. It's just a face up. I should have done that. If I done that, then boom, I would have won. Because I would have been able to stand a rear guard. I have no more heals. I'm so dead. And I only have like one grade 3 left. I'm really dead here. But anyways, we did push enough my misplace. The reason why we lost. Okay. We really need something that can counter charge really in our deck. Which is the counter charging PG. But if we didn't get the Maltese, we would have died sooner by like one more attack sooner. No, no, two more attacks sooner. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully we'll do better next game. Oh my gosh, it's Gear Chronicle. We were able to push to 5 in our first try. You just need to figure out how to win from that. Nepada, my enemy. Rushing me. Oh my gosh, a Nepada! It's a Nepada, and this thing just stopped his onslaught right here and there. Unless he checks the trigger. Oh my gosh, he had to search for a Chrono Jet by the looks of it. Oh. Hope I get the stun trigger to stun this guy. If not, Nepada remains. Okay, Nepada doesn't remain. This is not a ZTB? He is a Zodiac Time Beast. He runs Split Pegasus? He runs Split Pegasus. That's why. I might have a chance now because Nepada's not there. Nepada's like a menace. Okay, ride skip. Balor is our ideal one. Just give us another card. Just give me another card. No choice. Hmm. Pushing my opponent to 4. Thing is, I have to win this coming turn. If not, I just auto lose here. I just auto lose here if I don't win this coming turn. Okay, I survived. Discard skill plus 5,000 and it stands everybody. And I use up all my counter blasts again. And I'm dead here. The main problem is I lack counter blast. That's the problem. It's just I really lack counter blast. I need something that can counter charge. That's the thing. Okay, I'm dead here because of heritage. Back to back powerful decks, and I'm slowly getting better too. So I'm gonna add like more games. This will be another hour long video or something. Hopefully we get a better game to show the prowess, but we're able to do stuff. That's the thing. We're able to do stuff. Like we're able to push to 5 consistently or close to 5 if we get lucky. Stupid going to full screen all the time because of I need to get a better mouse. So many Korean tigers. Only advantage of this. Okay, never mind. Riding Kane again. Riding this card. Oh, it's Blue Wave. A similar tier deck. I think Blue is slightly better. Korean Tiger kind of became useless now because of affection Bigbelly being so useful. So calling Korean Tiger for stuff is usable now. Sadly, not enough power. And they're gonna get first stride, and they can first stride Flood Hazard if I recall. Did make a deck profile for it, so Okay, Alexandro's first try. You will have to pay 2 counter blast because he will stun this card. He'll get like some power, but he has to pay another counter blast for it. Hmm. Ooh, Taskmaster. I have like 3 heal guards, 1 perfect guard. That's good. Oh my gosh. Will will I win because my opponent timed out? If because that will be just so sad. Okay, I'll win because of timeout. Did it just become bigger? Must be. Yep, this is gonna be an hour long thing because I'm gonna do another game. So guys, we can see that by the looks of it, Balor first stride, Balor second stride, Balor the third stride. We'll just go Balor all the way. Because any other stride just feels like mediocre compared to Balor. Oh my gosh, Balor would just be such a good stride now. Okay, this is Link Joker, another bad matchup for us. The thing is, we don't have board for it to be a truly bad matchup. It's like, we end up not having a board. The only we have to do is just, the only thing we really need to protect is this guy. Excuse me for my burping. This has no stop him unless he gets lucky. Giant Tiger, you have become slightly useless. That's just a bit depressing. Killing you because of one reason alone. CC is important for Link Joker. Either you take 2 damage. I don't understand. No stun, no stun, no stun, no stun. Phew! No stun. Okay, so this one is okay one, but it has no skill that promotes your game plan. But it's a good Vanguard card. That's the only thing it has, which is a good Vanguard card. Okay, it's only one place or when you stride to use it, so it still does something. Bye bye, but I have like no board for you to use. You'll draw so much cards. Closer to my main plan is for you to deck yourself out. You only run 9 draw triggers, no crits. Because very few people go for. Oh wait, you run a crit. I feel sad. I'll be forced to do it like this. Ugh, it hurts. If I get one stun trigger, will be great. Wait, why can't I swing? There we go. One stun trigger, please. One stun trigger. No stun triggers. That is quite cryptic. I'll draw one card. Okay, I have a possible win con now. Okay. I have to pick a card. Oh wait, I think I have to pick card in my damage zone or something. Okay, do I have to do anything? No choice. No choice. Bye bye, Crane Tiger. I am risking it because I really want. Uh, oh my! I could freaking stride. I can't do anything. The only thing I can do is like unlock at best. Harmonic Messiah. Come on. Another heal. Okay. If you try, you'll have 3 cards left. Hope he misplays and swings with. Never mind, it's start. Thought he was gonna misplay. Again. 3 games, 4 games, 3 losses, 1 win. And all the games that were lost were pretty close games. The only thing this deck needs is a better pilot and a little bit of luck. Compared to Musketeers, this deck is less luck reliant. You just need to change the deck composition because we consume too much counterblast. We might need to change the deck a bit. Should I change the deck on live? Like the G Zone, you don't need to change. The G Zone's perfect as is. The grade 3, you might you might choose to replace you might choose to replace Kane, mostly because of the fact that Kane is. Let's check. I'm just gonna build a deck while I'm doing deck profile video, and in the end, doesn't matter. Just gonna be like a 2 hour thing. Okay, let's check. Like for example, like I know like the grade 1 Ari Bali, we don't change that. The other one, Mox, I think we can replace Mox because it's like we don't survive long enough to be fearful of decking out by the looks of it. And plus, we run 9 stands, so our fear of decking out is not a thing we should really fear for. So let's check. Is there a counter charger or something that we can use like a Soul Blast 2 counter charge 2? Hmm. Oh, by the way, this cat over here is perfect guard for the honorary professor's archetype. Okay, nothing. Okay, nothing. Oh wait, this counter charges. Skill is when this unit boost, you may have it get 4,000. Turn. Okay, it's much the successful is like 20,000. There should be like a cheaper one. Come on, man. There must be a cheaper one. Okay, when placed during your main phase, one of your other regards gets the following built-in, then during your entire phase counter charge 1. Is there no one that's just a Soul Blast 2 counter charge 2? Soul Blast 2 draw a card. Draws a card. Soul Blast 1 when this unit is retired during your end phase. Soul Blast 1 to draw to counter charge 2. Better than nothing. Let's check the grade 2. Let's check if we can. I'll just have to hard craft it or something. There's this one which actually counter charges, but we need more cards that consistently counter charges. Honorary Professor. That stands itself. Doesn't counter charge Soul Blast instead. On your other, at the end of your turn, you may retire one of your other Hamskate. You have to build a full Hamskate thing though. We don't have enough soul. The Ari Belly thing is just there because it has retire protection, so it's good. I'm really changing the entire grade 1 lineup though by the looks of it. This requires Legion. This is part of a chain that goes through, calls a card. And this is okay by the looks of it. Do we use you enough? You're wrong with that counter charges though. I need stuff that can. Okay, let's check grade 3. I might replace Kane or something. Okay, let's compare Kane and Affection. When placed or when you stride, you may call card from your hand. Guess plus you draw a card. So it's basically. Oh my. Okay, Kane is slightly less useful now. But let's check. Is there any card? Nothing. Nothing. Okay, there's Bigbelly. Okay. Okay, there's nothing. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this and maxing this out. It's just a change of ratios. Decrease Ari Belly, more copies to you because we need to countercharge. Okay, do I use you enough? I literally do not use you enough. Please skip. I really do not use you enough to warrant you staying now. Like the one time we get to use you was very rare. Better get the countercharging PG. Okay. Oh my. Oh my. That's more or less changed. The only thing that really needs to change is just the ratio for this. Uh, Main ride. Best RG Guru has been changed into 3 copies, while Penguin has been changed to 2. Yup. CCPG, CCPG. Okay. Can't be retired. 2, 3. Retire CC. CC, just put counter charge. Save. And recording.